Yo, what's happening, people? Welcome to Saeed TV, and welcome back to another Friday night preview. With my guy Statman Bays in the building. What are you telling me? You good?
Listen, lads, good right now with Ragnick.
Ragnick, baby. Ragnick. Whoa. Listen, the Ragnick hype is real. Big up to everybody who's tuning in right now. Please smash a like on the video. If you're watching this, if you're new around here, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Statman Bays as well, but please like the video. Did we even catch up on the Ralf Rangnick news? We didn't go live for that one. Obviously, we went live when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was sacked. How many days was it? Has it been now? I think he was sacked on a Saturday.
Sunday, wasn't it? We played the Saturday against Watford.
Oh yeah, Sunday, yeah,
Sunday morning, it got confirmed.
Yeah.
And now we've already got Ralf at the wheel.
Well, no more wheels, mate. No more wheels. We're not catching the bus anymore, man. We're not catching none of that transport, mate. We're getting aeroplanes, man. We're getting them all the way from Russia, from locative Moscow. You know what I mean? Yeah, Rangnick, that's his name. But how are you, man? Overall, how's your feeling? You know what I mean? How's your feeling?
I'm buzzing, man. Like I said this yesterday, this club made a footballing decision for once. Like
Yep.
everyone's gonna be like, oh, like for opposition fans are not really gonna get this, but we've never made the correct footballing decision. It's always been a business decision. And the
Yep.
fact that he's gonna stay after the 6 months is the biggest thing for me. Like, I'll be honest, I
Yep.
don't really care that he's interim manager. The fact that he's going to stay after in that consultancy role, massive positive. And you can tell, like even like John Murtough, for example, it seems like he's a massive fan of it. So maybe
Exactly.
Murtough, like when people question the backroom staff and all of that, yeah, Murtaugh's kind of done his thing.
Is it Murtough though? We don't know yet. We have to wait for his press conference. I wish they actually say who brought him into the job, who got him the job, who was he persuaded by. If it says it was Woodward and it was Myrtle, then maybe we have to look at them in a perspective of okay, they should leave the football club, but
But
credit where it's due.
have you seen a report where apparently Murtough flew out to Germany in 2019? I think it was.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Myrtle's kind of played a big part in this, which is why like people are going to laugh the Myrtle effect and all of that. I saw the guy in the comments here, but you just have to give
Yeah.
credit for now, innit?
Yeah, for now, yeah, 100%. Because the problem is, yeah, the credit from the Glazers and the guys who are in charge has never been consistent. So you can never ever give them credit. 100%. This Johanna says it right. It is Glazers out all the time, but they've never been consistent in what they're trying to do. Imagine, yeah, 5-10 years ago they got a director of football, then they went and got a head of recruitment, then they went and got this. Every time they kept building on. I think people then would have been like, you know what, fair play. They're trying to do something. But because they haven't been consistent, and it's took them 8 years for these guys to deliver a serious appointment. Manchester United Football Club has taken 8 years to finally find some sort of kind of, clear pathway to success. You know what I mean? Because it is a pathway. It's not like success right there, but it's, eventuality is kind of almost like, it's hope, and it's kind of, you're positive about it, aren't you? And that's the main thing for me.
You're building a pathway to follow on now. That's the
Yeah.
biggest thing. For example, like we saw today, the reports are saying he's going to have a massive part to play in appointing in the next manager. That's perfect. Because all he's going to do 6 months in now or until the end of the season, implement his style of play. Then he's not going to appoint a big name manager, for example. He's not going to be the obvious appointment potentially. He's not going to be, for example, everyone keeps saying Ten Hag. Ten Hag and Ralf Rangnick play different types of football.
I know.
We're not going to appoint, like, we're going to appoint someone that's going to follow his pathway, follow his style, build on, continue on from this, which is the best.
Would you have that? Would you rather have that rather than just kind of a big
100%.
name like Zidane?
Why would I want Zidane if him and Ralf Rangnick play different types of football? Because then you just wasted 6 months. This is what I've already said. For example, you know when we look at our signings, for example, our signings are all completely different because we don't have a style of play, for example, in it. That, like, for example, our signings under Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer are completely different. Our signings under LVG and now are completely different. That's the thing. Now, with him in charge, all our signings are going to follow the same pathway. This is why for the next 6 months, and I looked at like our running stats and all of that, I feel like it could be hard for these players to adapt. But at the same time, you just have to adapt now. You have to take that risk. We might not get instant results, but I'm fine with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you know what it is for me, it's knowing that there's a clear pathway, like we keep talking about, and there's a kind of a feeling that we're going somewhere in it. And the fact that he's already requested video footage of how the players are training, that for me is serious talk. You know, when you call serious talk here, that for me is serious talk, because it shows that, you know what, I need to know what these pretenders have been doing. You know, we could always say Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has not been the right coach and that, but some of them have took it for granted. You know what I mean? That they play for United. There's some of them that shouldn't be playing for United. There's some of them that, you know, have only got it because they've been favourites in it. And some of them, we might find out that most of these guys are not good enough. We might find out through coaching, because if you look at coaching and be able to do what you do, and then it pulls off, and then you kind of like, you know, get that consistency, or being able to train and work in a system and be able to do it. Which one's hardest, that man?
This is what I say. Like in terms of players and stuff, it's just a fresh part, freshly. Like we can finally judge them, innit? We can finally judge all these players now under a proper system, a proper coach, because these players haven't had that.
Yeah, facts, bro. Facts. Got super chat from Zahaib. Big up to Zahaib. He goes, Rangnick is a tactical mastermind, the complete opposite of Oli, and United have finally done something smart for once. Big up Saeed and Statman. Exactly. And that's the key thing for me. They've finally been smart, you know. What do you reckon has got them to this situation for Rangnick? Is it as easy to say he was the one that was only available, or have they thought we can't let the fans go again in it? They got Ronaldo for us, they got Sancho. They're starting to kind of listen now. They're starting to see that the fans have got a voice in it. Why do you think they've got Rangnick instead of anyone else?
That's a difficult one, isn't it? I feel like, obviously, I said this before, I feel like Murto has a part to play in this, but I also think United as a club, we have started to make footballing decisions. Maybe not the experienced enough footballing decisions recently, but we have started them. And I think with someone like Ralf here, surely United have looked at the Leipzig model, the Red Bull model, and seen how they don't sign all these big players. They don't spend a lot of money, but they still compete. They still do very, very well. And I feel like that's what United kind of have to do. Like, for example, we're signing Harry Maguire for £80 million.
Yeah,
there's
that will
so
happen.
many better centre backs out there for less money, but we signed Harry Maguire because he's the obvious centre back. Under Ralf, look at Ralph's recruitment. He signed Joshua Kimmich for £500,000 or something.
Yeah,
Konate, I think, was free. Like this, these are the caliber of players that he's signing for bargains, for an absolute bargain. His recruitment and talent ID is insane.
Exactly. Yeah,
and that's what
exactly. Facts, bro. Gerard, he's on his way. Don't worry. Gerard, he's on his way. He's just sorting a few stuff out. So big up to Gerard. Adam is on his way. You know what it is? It's the fact that when he signed the RB Leipzig, he was able to get talent from Red Bull as well. You know what I mean? So when we're looking at exciting signings now, he'll be able to identify all them young talents in Germany that we might not know about, and we can become this mad pressing team. Like how mad it's gonna be that United have a pressing team. When was the last time you seen United have a pressing team? Van Gaal was more kind of possession-based football. I would say maybe Ferguson's team of, let's say, 2008, when you had Tevez, Ronaldo, Rooney. I would say probably that was probably the closest pressing team you're gonna get. In terms of United, it's crazy to think that Man United could be a pressing team, man. It's mad, isn't it?
And that's why I say that people need to be patient, because this is going to take time. Our players are not used to this. In terms of distance covered here, before the Liverpool game, we only covered more distance than two sides. In terms of our pressing stats, we're one of the worst in the league. But let me get it up.
Yeah, get it up. Big up to everybody. Big up to everybody watching, man. Please get the likes up, people. If you're watching right now, please smash the like on the video. I'm just going to read a quote before you bring that up. It says Ralf Rangnick is going to expected to focus on transitioning transition MUFC to a high-intensity pressing game that's already been given access to past training sessions so can be studied in-depth players at work. But yeah, go on, explain this.
So basically, this was this was including the Liverpool game and all the games before that, innit? And they're looking at our pressing stuff, innit? And a press is a coordinated action by two or more defending players applying pressure at the same time to one or more press players. We're one of the worst sides in the league at that.
Wow, that's crazy. Only Norwich, Newcastle, Tottenham, and Wolves. That's mad.
And that's why I say you have to be patient. Distance covered. Look, we only covered more distance than Wolves and Newcastle. We covered 6 less kilometers against Everton than them. This is what I keep saying. With this here, you have to be patient. Because this is definitely going to be a process. Because these players are not used to this. The style of football under Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, LVG is completely different from what we're going to see now.
Yeah. I was going to say that. It is going to be different. But how many of these players in this team will be able to do that, though? How many, when you look at the players, how many will be able to do that, when you look at our squad? I would say Fred, Bruno can do it. But how many players can do it as a unit, though? Do you reckon we'll be able to do it as a unit?
That's what's going to happen under good coaching now. There's going to be trust triggers. For example, at times when Wan-Bissaka gets the ball, teams then start pushing up. Teams then press, making it harder for them. We're actually going to be targeting certain players now, which is a massive, massive positive. And we haven't really done that since under Oli, because all our players just press for the sake of it. Like Bruno, for example, I'm not slating Bruno for this because obviously this goes down to coaching as well. But remember the Liverpool first goal. Bruno, headless chicken running towards Alisson. We didn't press with him. This is the biggest problem. And now this is what Ralf Rangnick needs to work on himself.
Yeah, he does. And for me, when you look at how things are going on in terms of the way he's come in, I just think for me, it's crazy. And apparently he wants a job. He would take the permanent role.
I hope that doesn't happen.
You hope it doesn't happen, even if he wins the Champions League, for example.
The thing is, it's going to be hard to say no in it, but at the same time, I'm more excited about him getting a job after this managerial period, isn't it? That's what I'm most excited about. I'm not really excited. And you see with this interim period time, I said this before, and I said this on the stream with Flawless before, he's never managed a big team, and I think Dimitar Berbatov came out and said this as well. He's never managed these big name plays. So this is going to be a new challenge for him.
This is a big test, man. Yeah. He could either take it tenfold or he could fold in it. He literally could take us to a next level. Or, you know what I'm scared of? Like a player revolt. In terms of players just basically just say, I've had enough of this guy. And
I hear that, but luckily,
you get it, though. But with Oli, they weren't doing that because he was a legend.
But I feel like for the players as well, their lucky is only until the end of the season. They've already got that in their mind. Someone said win the Champions League, or Saeed turning into Sai. Saeed basically said that as a hypothetical situation.
Hypothetical, yeah. And you know what, man? Listen, I'm not comparing our squad to Tuchel's squad. I'm not comparing it yet, but where did Lampard? Where was Lampard their position when he left? Was it 10th?
I feel like they were mid-table, innit?
Yeah, they were mid-table, right? They had squad disarray. And I look at our squad and their squad, and to be honest with you, I think our squad is better than theirs in terms of squad-wise. The problem is, though, is that Tuchel has done it, though. That's a problem. Yeah, 9th.
You see, straight away, you know what I say to that point, If we're looking at Thomas Tuchel when he came in at Chelsea, he had a decent foundation. Because, for example, he had the possession-based style that they kind of show now under Maurizio Sarri. Under Conte, they played the back three, and some of these players were already used to the back three in it. So I feel like Thomas Tuchel's job coming in was a lot easier than Ralph's coming in right now. Because our previous managers haven't played the same football as him. Unless he adapts
Chelsea
to what
had
we've seen
balanced
before.
Team. This argument here, Chelsea had a balanced team, or have we made our team look imbalanced because of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? I want to know what the two are. I want to know, is our team unbalanced or is perceived to be unbalanced because of the fact that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had no tactical nous, or are we got an imbalanced team? That's what I want to know, because I need to know what the differences are, because everyone's saying our team's imbalanced, but if you were to play the right players and find a formation that Ralf Rangnick can do, why is suppose that we can't be balanced? You know,
I feel like our team is top heavy, but not balanced. I don't think like you can say we still need to see if it can be balanced.
Yeah.
It can be balanced.
Yeah, it can be balanced, but this is exactly David the Lone Wolf. Okay, I get it. It's top heavy because you got Wan-Bissaka on the right who doesn't know how to, go forward or get the ball out from a pressing situation, and also you've got maybe Luke Shaw who's not showing the abilities of what he had before, and you got McTominay with Fred. Okay, it's top heavy, but I look at a manager, if he makes the correct decisions. Where does that squad leave Ralf Rangnick then? If he picks the right team, where do you think he can take United though?
I said it before. I think my aim right now until the end of the season is fourth. I feel like the top three sides in the Premier League are miles clear right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So fourth my aim, and I'll run from now until I think it's end of February, early March is very, very good in terms of our run of fixtures, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we can get a decent run going now.
Yeah. I think our midfield is the one for me where I'm looking at. Defensively, I think United can be solid if needs be. But midfield is where everything is made, that's where the game is won or lost, Yeah, Samson is probably right as well here. These two can only...
the 18-19 season, Leipzig under Ralf Rangnick, they had the best defensive record. They conceded 29 goals, I think, which is better than Bayern Munich.
Okay.
And I think they created the fourth most big chances. So you still have to give the guy some sort of credit for his defensive structure.
Yeah. I think for me, Klopp half pricing Ralf is serious business. United, I'm hating Champions League this season. Listen, I think, when you look at the Champions League, there's not many teams that want to play us. As much as we're not going to be confident and we say, nah, maybe we're quarterfinals at best, semi-finals. Would a team want to play us with the correct manager and the correct system? It all depends on how fast these guys adapt to Ralf Rangnick rather than the opposite. Because we know what this team is capable on its day, but it's never been consistent enough. With a coach, can they be adaptable? Can they work? Because I'm hearing that, I don't know if you've seen it yet, Statman here, but apparently the players were a bit pissed off. Apparently, he says here, a few players were annoyed at being left in the dark this week over Rangnick's appointment. United did not communicate well with their squad via WhatsApp group or in person, much to the annoyance of some players. Is that maybe because they've heard certain things on Sports Daily of past interviews from Luke Shaw? You know what I mean? Maybe they're thinking that, the pressing style isn't going to be suited to them. Maybe these players wanted a choice in the manager. Who knows? Imagine that. Imagine that they said we'd rather have Carrick to the end of the season instead of Ralf Rangnick.
I just feel like these players are comfortable. These players are comfortable on the early. You can play bad and you're still gonna play. If you're someone like, for example, Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Scott McTominay, Fred. So of course these lot should be scared.
Who's under threat for you? I don't know if you did a stream on this here.
Yeah.
Who would you say is under threat in this Ralf Rangnick system?
Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he will favour Rafa Varane and Victor Lindelof. I think Luke Shaw's under threat because we've already seen him say that. Wan-Bissaka is another one.
Yeah.
The only reason I say Wan-Bissaka, and people are going to say Wan-Bissaka is better than Diego Dalot, if you look at Red Bull Leipzig, under Ralf Rangnick, most of these players can play 2 to 3 different positions, isn't it? Because they're very, very competent footballers. And that you could see the same thing under Julian Nagelsmann as well. Because these players are unbelievable on the ball.
Especially the centre-back. He can play right-back as well.
Like, just look at a perfect example. Conrad Lema. He can play right-back. He can play midfield. Christopher Nkunku was playing centre-forward at times. He can play out wide. He can play midfield. He can play wing-back.
Yeah.
Because the system was that good. And he's such a good footballer.
Yep, true.
So I feel like Wan-Bissaka's under threat. I feel like... Who else? McTominay.
People say that McTominay, Luke Shaw. McTominay, would he not suit, like, when I look at him, he's always running around. Would he not be a person that could be able to press easily? Is he not like a runner, box to box kind of type?
I hear that, yeah, but then on the ball, he's not direct enough, innit? He needs to start passing
true.
the ball a lot more
He
forward.
doesn't hide. He hides as well. What about this player here, Paul Pogba? And be honest, I know everyone knows Pogba is an unbelievable player, but would he suit what Ralf? I know he presses a lot. Apparently, I've seen his pressing stats; it is high. But would he suit Ralf Rangnick in terms of where would he play in this team? Though, would he play the diamond? What would he play on the left, on the middle where Bruno is? These are the questions you have to ask now because there's always one big player that doesn't get along with the manager's philosophy or vice versa. And it's always a big player. And be honest in the comments, by the way, would Paul Pogba suit what Ralf Rangnick's doing in terms of pressing? Not much kind of, he won't have the license to kind of maybe do them diagonal runs or, them diagonal passes and whatnot. It will have to be to feet, pressing, get the ball quickly. Would someone say that he's not available anymore? It's not unplayable anymore. Is that? I would agree with that one. Of course, he would be.
I agree with this comment. I feel like this is what people need to realize, and I think even Ralf said this before. Yeah, is about coaching these players into a press. That's the main thing. Because there was a quote I think a couple of years ago that he said he said something that was like he would take Naby Keita over Paul Pogba in it, and Naby Keita was obviously his player at that time. But that was only because he had coached Naby Keita into his style of playing it. Okay. It's all about coaching these players into this style of play. Pogba will never press. I don't agree with that. Pogba's pressing stats are very good. First of all, this is what people need to realize. You see with a press, it's not running around like a headless chicken. That's the main misconception. Paul Pogba is still a very intelligent.
You have to press with a purpose because there's a lot of times where Ronaldo, I don't know if you see that picture here, Ronaldo is pressing and then he doesn't get the ball. He doesn't even nowhere near the ball, and he needs to reserve his energy, Ronaldo. Someone asked the question, you need to ask Ronaldo. Ronaldo, to be fair, does try and run around and try and make an effort to kind of press.
But that's the one player. Pressing. That's the one player. He's 36. You're not going to teach Ronaldo how to press. You're not. You're going to have to accommodate Cristiano Ronaldo into your team.
Yeah. Pressing is organizing. Absolutely. You have to hunt in packs. I want to see this team hunting in packs. When under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, there was maybe a start of his reign. That was the kind of thing for me that stuck with me. Was at the start they were running headlessly. Herrera, they were hunting in packs. I felt like there was a kind of a feeling of getting the ball quickly, and then almost they went back into this defensive shape. When as soon as he started getting comfortable, went to this defensive shape. I just want to see United win that ball back quickly on the front foot and putting teams to the sword, man. We've had a lot of teams go to Old Trafford and bop us apart, man. Remember Basuma when he came in lockdown? A lot of teams come in, Kesse. So many teams have come to Old Trafford and it's like their home ground. And we're on the counter-attack every single time. Why is that happening? And the next thing you know, we get... Whenever you see the fan base get pissed off, when we get a goal, individual brilliance, and then we win the game. Because in the day, it's not fulfilling, is it? We need to be playing fulfilling football where fans can come out of it and say, wow, what a game that was, man. Brilliant. You can have your odd moments where you win the game and it's a lucky one, yeah. But most of the time, we have to have a style and a plan in it.
Facts. This? Someone said, this comment right here. This is going to be interesting now because I'm looking at, for example, with Ralf, at Leipzig, his teams were still averaging less than 50% of the ball in it. And I want to see how he does now in the Premier League because let's be honest, most teams are going to sit back against Manchester United, isn't it? Because we got that players to hurt them on the break and stuff. How can he adapt now? And that's going to be the main thing that I'm interested to see.
Yeah. I think it will, man. And it is. That's where I'm kind of looking forward towards. In terms of kind of getting this team. I see Michael Carrick today. Talking about pressing and detail analysts on Chelsea.
Carrick is talking about it.
Yeah, 100%, man.
When
you look at, can I just
video on him talking about Tuchel's style of football?
Man, I was like, when I heard this year, Carrick says, Carrick on Chelsea, super intense, well organized, really good movement across our back line and the front line. Very good at connecting with their midfield, with the back three, building up and connecting to midfield, narrowing up and giving you problems on the wing backs. I'm just saying to myself, where was this Carrick when, or is he showing off? Is he showboating and thinking, oh, look at me, the reincarnation of Pep Guardiola, the English Pep Guardiola? let me mess about here for a bit. I just look like I'm like, bro, you get me? You can't be doing that, man. You cannot be saying that, yeah, when your boy only got sacked because you guys were playing a kind of a rigid 4-2-3-1.
I hear that, yeah,
Expect.
but at the same time, we still have to give some sort of credit to Michael Carrick the other day against Villarreal as well, because defensively we looked a lot more organised.
Yeah, true.
And obviously
I
we're
hear
only
you.
looking at one game in it, but you just have to say well done for now.
Yeah, well done for that, 100%. A-Spec Limited, big up to you guys. Rashford, Greenwood, Sancho, that's your front three for Rangnick's system. Ronaldo won't work. Don't be surprised that Jesse Lingard getting more game time. You know what? Jesse Lingard all of a sudden could revive his career. I don't know where. But you know what it is for me, yeah? How excited
That's
are
a
you
lie, by the
guys
way.
that
I feel like Mason could struggle in the Ralf because Mason's not he's not
Mason
an
doesn't work
unbelievable.
hard enough, man?
Yeah,
Bro,
exactly. You
he
could argue the
doesn't
same
work
thing about
hard enough,
Rashford as
man.
well. Rashford doesn't work hard enough either.
Yeah, man. Mason Green. I said it before. I've said it all the time. Me, man. I see it live, man. Mason Greenwood, man. It's for me. I always said it's not cultural, yeah. But when he's on the pitch, man, he always just like it's with his shoulders because he like runs with like that, innit? And like I always see him, and I think he never kind of like would go above and beyond. He doesn't really kind of want to. If he's not in the game, he's not bothered almost. And you're like, bro, that's a bit mad, because you're looking at Saka. When you look at Saka, yeah, he's always running. He's always kind of like making sure he's available. And it could be a sticky one, but at least now you know that if it's not going to work under Rangnick, then it might not work for him. You know what I mean? Let's be real. But he is going to be given a chance. And that's the main thing. You know what I mean? That he is given a chance. Big up to everybody watching. Please smash a like on the video. Someone saying Martial, Cavani. I think Cavani, has a great chance of starting under Ralf Rangnick. But the problem is, though, what is his average age of his squads? Does anyone know?
The thing is, with his average age, he normally brings the average age of the squads right down, innit?
There you go.
In terms of he likes a young squad, which is why I keep saying I want to see what happens now, because this is the first time you're going into a big club with these bigger players. What are you going to do? Because the thing is, it's easy to coach young players. It's easy. And because he's always been working on a tight budget, you're obviously going to bring in more younger players because they're all cheaper.
24. Apparently say everyone's saying 24 in the chat. A-Spec Limited, big up to Eagles. Mason and Rashford don't naturally press, but they are more coachable than Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, absolutely. And why would you, it's crazy, yeah, but why would you want to coach Ronaldo when he's done it all? You know what I mean? What
the thing, you can't prove? You can't coach a 36-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo, but what you're going to have to do is find a system to accommodate him. Yeah. Because he's still one of the best players in the world, you could
argue. You want to coach Ronaldo, or would you want to leave a legacy of coaching Diallo, Mason Greenwood, Sancho? Which one would you do?
Well, you had a long term. But listen, if you're Ralf Rangnick, you're only here for 6 months.
No, he's here for 2 years though as well.
No, but that's the consultancy role after, isn't it? In terms of as a manager, you're here for 6 months. You're going to have to find a way to get the best out of Cristiano Ronaldo for these 6 months to get the results.
Yeah. You know what? I hear you. I absolutely hear you. I think for me, you know what I mean? It's one of them things like, I'm going to ask the chat as well. Would you rather have a fluid team or would you rather have Ronaldo up front? Personally, I still think you could do both. But in this day and age, there's always one thing that it will happen. And is it to the fact that, what he's done over the years, Ralf Rangnick, would he want to kind of almost let it go just for the sake of having Ronaldo, or is it the pressure of the job that will keep him in the team? Fluid team. Everyone's saying fluid team in the chat.
You're gonna, like someone says, CR7 is the enemy to fluidity. I think you can genuinely do both. You're gonna have, for say this is your front four. You're gonna have Ronaldo, Cavani, say Jesse, for example, and Sancho. Those three players around Cristiano Ronaldo all press very, very well. You can accommodate Cristiano Ronaldo still.
You know what it is here for me, and this sounds crazy, but when you look at Ronaldo, I understand where we got him because of the day it was just never gonna happen that he went to City and we let that happen. It was just never gonna happen, innit? But the problem is, is that
this is another good point as well. People are talking like Ronaldo stands like a statue up front. He's not Messi. You saw Messi walking the other day. Ronaldo doesn't walk around the pitch like that.
No. You know what? He doesn't. You know what? Fair play to Ronaldo. He doesn't. He doesn't, and he's older than Messi by 2 years, and he still doesn't do it. So that's one thing I'm going to give him. He does run, he does work his socks off. But the problem is, though, if Ralf Rangnick is going to leave a legacy, will he say to himself, right, I could pay Ronaldo, or I could invent something that is unbelievable in Mason Greenwood, Rashford, and Ronaldo up front. We have a pressing front three. It's fluid, it's attacking, it's goals. It's the young and exciting new Manchester United. And you can have Martial in there, by the way. Do you do that, or do you say to yourself, I'm going to steal what the manager done before, keep Ronaldo in the squad, but then you might have something where you kind of want to do something else in terms of implement something else, but you can't because you know you got Ronaldo up front. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you?
I hear that, yeah, but at the same time, I think going into this job, he's going to be told you have to be Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, there's certain people, yeah, and Ronaldo, Messi are one of or two of them, that commercially they're so big for the club that there's going to be so much pressure from the higher ups to play them.
Yeah.
So I think no matter what Ronaldo will play, no matter what Messi will play, if he was in the side.
Yeah, Ronaldo will fit in perfectly. He's a professional and an unbelievable athlete. Ronaldo will never be an apple. He will set a standard. Listen, no doubtedly, he will set a standard for me.
And the mad thing is, like, people keep saying, for example, under Maurizio Sarri, he didn't like Sarri. Did Ronaldo still perform though? The answer was yes. Tell me what manager Ronaldo hasn't performed under. Because you know why? His individual accolades, his individual ego is bigger than everything. He wants the best for him, and that means being the best being the best possible person for the side. He's gonna try no matter what. Yeah, we're acting like Ronaldo's a bad thing, which is the mad thing.
No. I don't think it is. I think it's
I'm just saying,
a problem we have to talk about though. It's an issue without being an issue. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? It's an issue in terms of it might stop Rangnick from doing things that he might want to do, but then it is an issue because in the day he's scoring goals. So Danny King here with a super chat, big up to you. Goes, Ronaldo will obviously play. People should get used to it. Rangnick will find a way to make it work if he is that good of a coach. No, I don't agree with the last bit because he will have to pay regardless anyway. We know he's a good coach. We know what he's
no, he's in terms of finding a functioning team around
Ronaldo. Sorry. I get that. Absolutely. And as you're saying, it's definitely an issue. Yep, goals can be replaced. Well, this is what you know what, Anas, you're right. It can be replaced, and this is what we're gonna know. Does Rangnick have the balls to drop Ronaldo? Does he have the balls to implement what he wants to implement? Does he have the balls to do that? If Pochettino right now has the balls to find out what's going on in the football club, he could drop one of them three and maybe get someone like I don't know why he's not been playing Di Maria lately. But
no, but I can't lie. This is gonna sound mad because I'm actually gonna back Poch here. I don't think Poch has a choice. I feel like Poch. I feel like the pressure above Poch is so high that he has to play the front three in it.
Yeah. Imagine calling Ronaldo and it should I didn't. This is what I mean. They take everything literally. I said it can be an issue in different ways. It can be an issue because if Ralf Rangnick wants to implement a style and a system, but it's out of his control, and the club say no, we want Ronaldo to be part of the plans because every game that he has, we don't know the kind of the backstory to Ronaldo's deal. You know, he could be in his contract that he has to play every game. You know that, Satman. It could be in his contract that he plays every game. It could be in his contract that he is told that this amount of minutes he wants to play. So, at the end of the day, it all depends on what the manager does. If the manager goes without Ronaldo, we play fluid football and we go and win the next whatever games in the season and we get fourth, then it's justified. But if it's about Ronaldo and he works with it and he finds a solution, I think for me, he's a genius. He's a genius.
The guy said he's not talking about you, by the way. He's talking about like general comments.
Oh, okay, general comments. Okay, fair enough then. My bad. But we have got a small game tomorrow in Chelsea. And I mean that in a kind of what's the word? Ironic or what's the word I'm looking for? Because Jurgen Klopp, remember that comment from Jurgen Klopp? He got in trouble for that. But for me, we got a small game, right? And I think for me, it's a very, very massive game. Sunday. Yeah, sarcastic, that's the word. Big up to the chat, but that's why we need to chat here, man. For me, we got a massive, massive game Sunday, even though for me, I've said it's a free hit. Do you concur with that?
What do you mean free hit?
free hit. As in,
I know what you mean, yeah, but
you get what I'm trying to say?
I know what you mean, but I genuinely feel like if you're United, we can still be looking for a draw against Chelsea. It's going to be tough, but every single point matters. I don't think you can necessarily say he's a free hit, but in terms of the overall picture, I can get what you mean in terms of we know Michael Carrick's not going to be in charge. Ralf is probably going to be here, hopefully, by the Arsenal game.
You know what it is, Anas, yeah? Well, the reason why I say it's a free hit this game, yeah, is because I don't think the expectations on Carrick is to go and get 3 points. He's caretaker manager.
Wait, someone says a loss doesn't matter, stat man, yeah? It does. Because we're just going to be falling behind the club.
Absolutely.
No, but still for the club, if we lose, we're still going to, that's another 3 points behind top 4 then.
Absolutely. Categorically.
So that's why I said I don't know if it's a free hit.
You know what it is here for me? It's the fact that, you know what it is here for me, yeah? It's the fact that, is it important? It's important to us, right? We need the 3 points. If we don't get the 3 points, right, we're going to be possibly 6 points behind Arsenal, possibly 9 points behind West Ham. You're all of a sudden looking at top 4 for Ralf Rangnick as a very, very almost uphill task. Is that fair to say? Uphill task for Rangnick to go get top 4 because of the fact that if West Ham beat Man City and Arsenal will probably beat Newcastle, that's 6 points. And then to go into a 6-point against Arsenal, who then can become 9 points ahead of us, is very, very difficult. My thing is, when I say free hit, right, is the onus on Carrick to go and get the 3 points? Will he be sacked if he doesn't? If this was only going to Solskjaer and he didn't get the 3 points, for me, it would be massive, massive pressure. But for Michael Carrick, he's thinking, yeah, new manager's coming in.
I hear that, yeah. But first of all, Bruce Latin changed his name. I love that, yeah. But at the same time,
oh man, big up to you, man. What does that mean? The Warhe.
No idea.
It means the real,
isn't it? Yeah, he probably does.
The real.
You see what I say about the players. The players have a point to prove now. Some of these players, you can't be comfortable now in the row because you know every single time a new manager comes.
But Ralph's not here though, bro. Ralph's not here.
But he's still going to be watching. You know he's the new manager coming in. You're going to have to be on your A game because
it's a massive game though to come into. Let me just tell you the stats. Chelsea, 4 goals conceded all season in the league.
They've only lost 1 game as well.
They've only lost 1 game. So I put the question to you. How big? I think for me, this is a massive, massive game. And it will have huge implications in terms of the top 4 race. Because when you look at it, it's an uphill task for Rangnick. Because he then has to get these guys playing in a system that he wants. And there's no easy games coming up. You've got Arsenal after that. And Crystal Palace. Have you watched them this season?
I hate it. I think they're beaten in the last 10 as well. But I still think from now until the end of February, early March, we have a very, very favorable run in it. It's a good run for Ralf to come in.
Yeah, true. Big up to Adam, man. He's apparently his signal is down in his area. Apparently, he said it's raining. Let me check if it's raining here. No. I don't know what's happening. Apparently saying his sky's gone down, everything's gone down. So big up to Adam. He'll try and make it if he can. But Crystal Palace on smoke him. I want to ask the chat here, how is everybody feeling right now? How is everybody feeling? I want to know how you're feeling into this game. Do you think we're under pressure? Do you think there's a pressure on the players to get a result? Because I'm never, ever going into a game almost expected to lose, you know. That's how I feel right now because I just don't see us getting a mad result. I'm almost like, when you say expect the worst, hope for the best. That's my feeling right now on the game because I just don't believe we have enough quality to break down Chelsea and then get a result and get 3 points. Chelsea have not lost home this season, have they? I think Man City, but Man City were superb.
I hear that, yeah, but at the same time, going into this game, you're probably hoping for like a set piece goal or a dodgy penalty because remember, Anthony Taylor's referee as well, isn't it? Which is a positive because Chelsea fans absolutely hate him. So that's what you can really hope for, isn't it, going into this game because it's going to be very, very tough to break them down. The only real positive, you could argue Marcus Alonso is probably going to be playing. But at the same time, then he has really got to cover for him, which is annoying
That's
as
what
well.
I'm trying to say. Yeah, big up to Kevin. Yeah, big up to you, bro. Love that, man. Season is done. Ralf has changed his board. I think that's very, very. I don't want to say that already, man. I think the season isn't done, but exactly. That's for me. I still think there isn't a change with the coaching stuff. I think it's still similar. It's still like hope for brilliance. That was individual brilliance. Fred had an individual brilliant game.
I hear that here, but would you not say our defensive structure against Villarreal was slightly better?
What, David De Gea's two world-class saves? Is that better? They could have been 2-0 up.
Yeah,
so you're saying that was better from defensively rather than David De Gea was unbelievable?
No, David De Gea also played his part, but overall, Villarreal created 0 big chances against us. We did look
what was
defensively
that chance when David De Gea made an unbelievable save?
Yeah, but that was nearly from when it weren't a big chance in terms of how close it was towards the goal and stuff, innit? And you need to also remember against Villarreal, defensively, we almost were in like a 4-4-2 at times. When Donny van der Beek dropped, Martial and Ronaldo up top, Fred shifted to the left. You could actually see something. And obviously, it's only one game, so you can't you jump on it too early and say Carrick's an unbelievable defensive manager.
No, listen, I thought it was better in terms of. I just think De Gea made a major part. I think Fred had an unbelievable game, but I wouldn't say we were very, very solid defense. I think they were just very, very, in terms of how they were, they missed a lot of kind of like half chances in terms of some of them sky over the bar. They had a few kind of opportunities, but I would say for me, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I think you're clutching at straws.
I don't think I am. They had 3 shots on target.
I think you are, man.
Nah, man. They had 3 shots. No, listen, Said. They had 3 shots on target. We kept a clean sheet. If you don't see the positives from that game, I'm sorry, you lot are moving
No. I think it was good. I think it was. I think the positives with Sancho. I don't know, something to build on. I'm really because I thought it was poor until the 80th minute. Statman.
No, I'm not talking about us going forward. I'm talking about our defensive structure. Our defensive structure against Villarreal was a lot.
How do you measure the defensive structure when Villarreal didn't really offer anything and they were very, very poor, and it was just a kind of I don't know. I don't know, man.
It's true. You can't say we were. We looked finally a bit more organized at the back. We didn't see your guy Harry Maguire getting cooked that game.
Hey?
We didn't see your guy Harry Maguire.
So what does that say then? You know what I mean?
We're making progress.
Come on, stop, man. Now I knew you coming to it. This is where you should have just said.
I'm joking about the Harry Maguire point here, but I genuinely think defensively we did look a bit better.
Yeah. Listen, I want it to be, mate. I want it. I kind of.
See, look what Kian said.
Kian, Statman is right. Look how exposed we were in the first game compared to the last game. Absolutely. Listen, clean sheet is absolutely everything. No, 100%. I see where he's coming, but then I also see the fact that Villarreal didn't really offer anything, and I don't think that's a clear measurement to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's still only one game to look at. Like it's still a 90. You can't judge Michael Carrick just on 90 minutes.
Yeah,
but there is still something there that you can be like, there's a positive to take out of the game.
So how do we come back Chelsea then?
You pray. I'll be honest. I don't know how we beat Chelsea. I don't know how.
So how do we expect to get 3 points? It's again just hoping it. You know what I mean?
How does everyone know we played the exact same system against Watford? That's a lie. That's a clear lie. Even our average positions was a lot better against Villarreal.
Yeah.
Back or forwards, defensive line was somewhat of an improvement. It was.
It's no way it could get peak. Counter-attack, maybe. Counter-attack, yeah. I think Rashford will be.
I feel like, I think if Carrick's brave, you play Jesse Lingard in a game like this to do a job on Jorginho.
Yeah.
Because remember, for example, in the Euros for Italy, Pedri man-marked him in the semi-final, innit? And that stopped Italy a lot from playing out. So you could do that potentially. But obviously, I don't expect Bruno Fernandes to get dropped. again.
I think we can catch them on a counter attack. Great points, Daisy. Big up to everybody. Nearly 500 watching. Please, if you're watching right now, like Prince Teddy says there, big up everybody and get the likes up. We're gonna do the team right now.
Where someone says I think he'll go to a back five and try and match them. I don't think we had the players. I don't think we had the centre backs right now because Luke Shaw
we don't
still
have it.
has
We don't have
the.
centre backs, man.
Luke Shaw
Is
still
he
has
out, by the way? Did he even give any indication of who's available or not?
It's concussion, isn't it? So it's 10 days.
Oh shit! Yeah, man.
So he probably missed that. Maguire's obviously suspended, so he's going to be buying Lindelof.
Are you worried about buying Lindelof? I'm always unsure with them too, man. I don't know if they.
We've been playing Harry Maguire this season. Buys an improvement on Harry Maguire.
Yeah. Imagine Phil Jones decides to rock up and they get Phil Jones. You know what, man? He played with him. You know what I mean? He'll say, "I'll give you a good job, mate. I'll give you." Oh my god, that would kill me, man. That would kill me. Wan-Bissaka for you, last game maybe. You never know, do you?
I think there's a good chance that he won't be a starting right back going forward.
Yeah. Wan-Bissaka right back. Are we going to 4-2-3-1? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
Buy Lindelof.
Yeah. Bye. How long's Varane out for?
They said a couple. I swear they said like 4 to 5 weeks. So it should be hopefully back soon, innit? But we still haven't seen any training pictures and stuff of him.
Cho might cook Wan-Bissaka. That'll be an interesting battle, man. That'll be an interesting battle.
I hear that, yeah, but now Ben Chilwell is also out here. I feel like that's a massive loss for Callum Hudson-Odoi down the left-hand side as well.
Yeah, true. Telles, massive game. Struggled in the first half, I think, Villarreal, but got a better second half. Telles for you. Telles, interesting, man. He's going to be on Reece James' side, man. Do you reckon he'll be able to handle Reece James? I'm worried, on that side,
And that's where now, like, I'm guessing it's going to be Rashford or Martial on the left-hand side, isn't it? They're going to have to try it back. You're going to have to do it. Because you see with Reece James, this guy is so clever in terms of the positions he picks up on the pitch.
Oh, mate, he goes into midfield, man.
Exactly. And he has the capabilities of playing it because we saw it at Wigan, which is what worries me. Like, his positioning is very, very good.
Yeah, absolutely. Midfield, what do you think will happen? I think it's definitely
if Fred's fit, I think he'll play.
Is he in doubt or something?
Yeah, I think he is. If Carrick's brave, he'll go and match, but I don't think he will.
No, I think he will. I don't think he will. I think he'll go with what he believes is better, what he believes will work. I don't think Donny will play. I'm sorry, Marigini. Marigini. I don't think he will. Big up to Imran there. Big up to everybody watching. Please smash a like if you haven't already. Yeah, I think Bruno will be slot back in there. Bruno Fernandes. Massive game, for him. When was the last time he scored?
Apparently, he hasn't had a shot on target for a time.
Yeah, he's had a couple of assists though. Assist at
He looked good when he came on against Villarreal. To be fair,
he looked good, man. He looked good. You know what I mean? He looked good. He looked hungry. He looked like he wanted to show something. Bruno doesn't turn up in big games. Yeah, that's true. Only
that's why I'll play with Jesse.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do what Ollie will do. Then we'll do our team. Yeah,
Carrick.
Yeah, what Carrick? Yeah, bloody hell. It's crazy. I need to stop saying that anymore. Right, what would Carrick do? Carrick, but they're the same people anyway. To be fair, Carrick. Then what would Carrick do? Right wing.
Sancho.
You think so?
Why not? Mason has COVID still.
Oh yeah. True. Rashford for you?
Yeah,
I think it would be. And then the main man. It's amazing. That's the team that we think Michael Carrick will play. Big up to everybody who's tuning in here. Bro, yeah, 100%, man, 100%. Rashford, right, we're going to do the team that we think will start. So I think the back four will stay the same. Back five, sorry. What do you think will happen here? I think it might be...
I would hope.
Who should we start in the middle?
I would like to see Nemanja Matic, innit? I've always said that. But I feel like Nemanja Matic, I'm afraid, is such a weird one, isn't it? Because you see before COVID and stuff.
What about Donny and Fred? Donny and Fred could work.
Nah. I would have more faith in... If you're telling me Donny and Fred over Fred and McTominay,
no Pogba, 100%. No Pogba. It can only be Donny and Thingy. What about Donny and McTominay? Could that work? No, I don't think so.
No.
Donny and Matic. Would that even remotely happen? Let's just go for that one. Matic.
I feel like Fred has to play though, because Fred has been very, very good recently.
Yeah, but you can't play two left footers though, will it?
Yeah, but you say that, yeah. You see, remember before COVID when we played Matic and Fred together, it worked. Well, recently it hasn't worked, so you could argue it's 1-1 kind of thing.
Big up to Leji in the chat. Is Fred fit? I don't know. No works in McTominay. Yeah, I agree with that one. I think this one is the only one that would work. I think Fred might have to. Let's just suppose Fred's doubtful then. Let's suppose that Fred is doubtful, then we can just make it easy for ourselves, isn't it? Right. Would you play here? What would you do here? Same?
I'll play Jesse.
To the Bruno.
For a game like this, yeah. From what I would want to see, like I feel like Jesse, I would trust Jesse to do a job on Jorginho a lot more than I'll trust Bruno right now, innit?
Yeah. That's true. That's a bold move from you there. Jesse Lingard.
Yeah, but like, let's be honest here. You're gonna have to take a risk in a game like this to beat Chelsea. You're gonna have to try something new. And Pedri's done an unbelievable job in the Euros at man marking Jorginho.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Bruno coming off the bench either, because we saw he made an impact against Villarreal and he looked very, very good.
Yeah. Right then. Where else are you going?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right, to be fair. Right. Yep. That's the team there for you people. You know what I mean? Let's go with the predictions, man. This is a very, very important game, man. We don't win this, yeah? Let me just check the actual leaderboard of the table.
Apparently, if we don't win this year and results go our way, we could be 12th in the league.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Because we're only 4 points above 16th right now, and that's Watford.
There you go. We are here. I can't believe Tottenham are ahead of us by 2 points. That's crazy. They got Burnley.
They could be
5 ahead of us. Ollie's made us into a shit position, man. How did we not sack this guy ages ago, man? We should have sacked him against Liverpool. Why did we allow it to happen?
You realise this now?
In the mud. No, I'm just saying the win it. Like, I'm just more angry that it's like I'm seeing the table, man. Why did it not act time ago, man? Look where we are. Apparently, we're closer to the bottom than we are to the top. Crazy, isn't it? Look at that, man. Brighton could go ahead of us. Crystal Palace could go ahead of us if we lose. Everton could go. Everton? No, 1 second. Everton, if they get a 3-0 win, yeah, they could. Not Leicester, but
Everton will be on 18 then.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, shit. Yeah, shit. Yeah. Even Leicester City then. Wow, man. So we could be 13th or 12th.
12.
That's crazy, man. You know what it is, yeah? It's just the fact that our goal difference as well, man. Look at the goal difference, bro.
-1.
-1. And look at Chelsea's, it's 26. That is crazy, man. That is crazy. 4-1 to Watford. You know what, man? This is bad, This football club, even I think, you know what it is, yeah? Should we expect much of Ralf Rangnick? Really?
That's what I said.
When you look at the mess we've been left.
I feel like in terms of his style of play, the more I look into it, the more I'm like, you know what? You just have to hope for fourth. I
But
feel like this
yo,
is going to
man,
be a massive shift to what the players are used to in it, and I'm willing to give him time.
I've got a fear that we'll play Europa League football next year. To be honest with you,
Nah, I don't think
that's
it's
my
happening.
fear.
Because
No, if you look at
no
the
matter what, yeah,
results,
we still had the players to get us results.
mm, short-term pay for long-term gain, man. Maybe that's right. Maybe we need a rebuild, man. Maybe you do need what Liverpool did. Liverpool were playing Europa League football, stat man. For Jurgen Klopp. It ain't easy. It ain't easy, bro. Someone's even got a picture of it as well. It ain't easy. You know what? Yeah, let me ask
Oh,
you a
he does,
question.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
let me ask you a question to the audience. Are you willing to be patient for this rebuild from Ralf Rangnick? We might be in the Europa League next year. We might be not attracting the best players. We might be attracting the likes of Shabazlai. These kind of players in the German league. Maybe you're gonna have to scout some German players, man.
Yeah, but we were
You know,
always going to do that. I feel like our model on the Ralph is going to
they're all
change
saying
instead of buying the
yes.
bigger players.
They are saying yes, man. I think you know what, man. Someone say rebuild. Listen, it might have to be a kind of almost kind of back rising to the top because Liverpool when they came, I understand Liverpool came into probably a worse squad. Mr. Danny Knight says yes, bro. Ralph will get us top 4. I'm sure of it. As long as he gets some coaches for him. For me, it's the next 2 years. I'm that gassed about. Don't get me wrong. There's still 7 months of the season still left. What's his name? Is it not Shabazlai? What is it?
So what's it like?
Is it? Nah, you're joking.
I'm not.
Oh my god, I butchered that one. I thought it was
I,
Shabazlai. All right, that's peak. That's peak.
oh, you gotta love Saeed.
The best players isn't always the right players. Exactly. Yeah. You know what, man? Listen, Europa League, man. I don't know, man. Someone say Conference League. Chill out, Uzi, Izzy. I can't do that, man. I can't do that one. You know what I mean? Liverpool went 30 years without a trophy. Man United have got 9. We'll win it within the next 5 years. Ah, mate, that'll be a long time, and a lot of people will be in their mid-20s. Statman will be about 20, 23. You know what I mean? Like, can you wait another 5 years? That's a whole other school term,
Nah,
man.
man. Nah,
You know what I
nah.
mean?
But as long as, like, for example, actually, you know what? Nah, I can't wait 5 years.
Nah, man, it can't wait. I think minimum has to be 2 years, man. I can wait 2 more years, but 2 more years for him to get a system, a style, get them back. Yeah, man, we wasted 3 years, mate. This
But I
3 years,
feel
that's
like the
why for
most
me.
important, like, we need to realize it's only 6 months in it with Ralph. He's not our permanent manager.
Yeah, but then you know what I mean. You go and get Pochettino, and then he doesn't win it, and then we're not be what we're doing then.
We won't get Poch. I feel like Poch
Uh,
Ten Hag for me have been ruled out now with the appointment of Ralph. If he's having a say in the next manager, why would he appoint 2 managers that don't suit, that don't continue his style of play, that
what
don't
about
follow
like
his
someone
philosophy?
like Favre or the American guy or
No,
um,
I think Ralph Hassan could be a very, very good shout. I think
what about your
Marco.
guy?
It depends if he fails at Bayern. Because
Let's
listen,
hope he fails then.
same. If you're
Yeah.
telling me Nagelsmann in the summer with Ralph, that's my dream come true. I tweeted in April.
Mm.
Ralph and Nagelsmann at United will be the dream.
Yeah, Marco Rose. He failed with Dortmund all the season, man. No Champions League.
But I
Is that
also
something that
feel
worries you?
no, but I feel like it's more about the style of playing it
Yeah, of
in
course, of
terms of
course.
managers. And I feel like Marco Rose is very, very direct in terms of, especially when he was
Mm,
at Borussia Mönchengladbach, for example, innit? Because
yeah,
right now
true,
he's
true.
struggling at Dortmund. But you also need to remember, like, he's still only 1 point off the top, I think he is. And I think Erling Haaland's also
What about
injured.
this one? Conte. Would Conte work under?
Conte is completely opposite to Ralph. It's not going to
Mm,
happen.
mm.
This is what people need
But
to
at least
realize.
there's
We
someone
need a
who knows his
manager.
football.
No, but like
The
we
the
need a
the
manager that can
Gergen
give
press
us the.
though. The Gergen press.
Yeah, but Conte don't do that.
I'm saying that we need a manager that will do the Gergen press.
Hmm.
Yeah, but we'll see, man. Anyway, people, get your predictions in before we wrap up the show. I'm going to go with Chelsea to win 2-0. I don't know about you. What are you going for?
I want to hope a 2-2 draw. I'm just hoping.
What's going to happen though?
Oh, what's going to happen? Chelsea are going to win like 2-0, 3-0.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments. Lil Jimmy says 3-0 Chelsea, 1-1. I think for me the best result is you go out there with a draw. Obviously, you get the win. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. But 3-0 Chelsea, wow, and that's just savage. 2-0. Yeah, United win, hopefully. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, United win. That'll be a massive, massive game. If United win this game, Liverpool, boy, they'll be buzzing. Man City will be buzzing.
We're 9 points of Chelsea if we win.
Oh, come on. This is what I mean about you, man. You get too excited, do you, man?
What? I just said we're 9 points up. I didn't say anything after that.
No, but you alluded to it. You're trying to hint, innit? You're trying to assume.
No, it's like that's where your mind went. I just said we're 9 points off if we beat Chelsea.
Let me know in the chat if Statman really thought we're gonna win the title. Let me say. Let me know in the chat.
Did I say that? All I said we're 9 points off.
You're a clever guy.
Nah. All I said we're 9 points off if we beat Chelsea.
Like, why would you say that when we're 9 points when you know that's not relevant for United at this minute? We're trying to get top 4.
You have to aim for the best.
Listen, you know, I mean, 9 points is not positive. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. You're only gonna
No, I'm not saying it's positive. I'm just saying when we're gonna be 9 points off, like factually.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. Anyway, people, we're gonna wrap up here. Statman Bays, what are you doing this weekend? Are you doing anything tomorrow?
I'll be honest, I don't even know. Saturday, probably not. Maybe Sunday on Twitch. Probably need to try find some German guy to do a video about Ralf with.
Yeah. Do it. Podcast here. I'm not sure. Maybe Monday. But I'm coming back from London late on Monday, so I don't know, man. It's looking a bit mad right now. I might do a live stream, man. Just watch out on my channel. I'll keep you updated in the community page. But for now, people, leave your predictions in the comments after the video. I will read them out and I'll get interactive with the comments. But now, people, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the rest of your weekend because we've got Ralf Rangnick as a new manager. Take care. Bye. Peace.